telling us there were 5 things you had to put on a cheque. That would be the date, who you were paying it to, the amount of money in the amount of money, and then the amount of money in writing, and then you'd have to sign it. And that was the type of education then. And of course, cheques were not used then at all. And I know from, as an example, our own children, I think they left, well, when they were 16 or so, they didn't know how to do it. So that's how much the education was advanced in those days. But just to tell another story, I was not very good at singing. And when the singing went on in Miss Jude's class, I think I used to be sent out with 1 or 2 people, maybe I shouldn't name them, to split the sticks and to organise the turf for the next day.
Ooh, there you go. Now, I think you may know a little about this story, and I don't think you might have been one of the people, but it was somebody that was closely related to you, and talking about sticks and talking about about the cane, and it wasn't a secret that children did get the slap from the cane, and I don't think it did them any harm in many ways, a certain amount of it anyway, at least, but there was a system whereby the cane could be broken.
Yes, yeah, absolutely, and I saw that, I think, a few times, but if no one owned up to it, Master Eames would decide on 3 or 4 or whatever it was, and they'd get maybe 4 or 5 very hard slaps. And that was one system of him trying to make people tone up to it in those days.
But how it was done, of course, was apparently with a horsehair across the hand.
It was, yes, it was quite tough. I think I can't say I have had a few in my time, and I've felt them for a day or 2. I think I've had them on both hands as well. Yeah. You were lucky if you just had it in one hand.
Right. So there you are. Well, anyway, I suppose it's nice, and looking back on it now at this stage, and I suppose school, not I suppose at all, but certainly school has meant so much to so many, and you were no different than anyone else. And while there were hard days, you'll get that in any walk of life anyway.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. There were hard days, but there were good days, and we've still good memories. And I think it's given me a good basic grounding, both morally and educationally, to get me through life and get me through reasonably well, indeed.
Absolutely. Okay, Jimmy, I want to leave it at that, because I know I want to talk to you later on in more detail about the football and your involvement with the football, but we're going to leave this part of it for now. We'll have a little chat later about the football, all right?
Yes, thank you very much indeed.
Okay, thanks. Well, we certainly heard a lot of talk over the last number of weeks and indeed months about the Lynch family and all 7 of them. They're all hale and hearty, and indeed they look it as well. Now, obviously, I only know 2 or 3 of them on sight, as it were, so I'm going to depend on Lurkin here maybe to line them out there just as they are from your left.
Aye.
So
I just call me, I'm the middleman.
You're the middleman. You're the middleman. So we'll start with number 7 and work our way back.
John, Paddy. No, Maggie, it was, when she was at school.
Right.
What name would we give? Egg. You have that anyway.
Next.
Egg, John. Paddy. I'm in the middle.
Right.
Charlie beyond. Anna, yeah.
Right.
And Jetty.
That's it. That's it. Right. Yeah. It must be a very, particularly this weekend, very proud for all of you to be all in the one boat, as it were.
It was just fantastic. Early on in January, February and March, we didn't really take an interest in it because, well, you know the way you say, it's a long time off. And then the summer came and the time came so near. So for myself, I'm sorry I didn't put more into it, but I'm delighted it was such a marvellous success.
Right. Now, this is
Peg.
Peg. Right. What about yourself?
Well, I was delighted to be invited back for the reunion. I live down to Correagh, and it was a wonderful success, the whole thing.
Have you any good memories or bad memories from the school days?
I have good memories. I was looking through the book yesterday. What did you call it? The road book, and I had very good marks when I was leaving.
Did you get
I was
those?
surprised,
Did you-
really.
did you
I
get
haven't
those,
seen those, quite honestly, but I'd like to see it. I would
But do you
love to see
have
it.
these type of memories that we're talking about?
Oh, of course. And we were getting over our classmates today, and it was great fun meeting them all.
Good.
It was great fun meeting them all.
Right. Jetty, I'm going to have to ask you to come forward because we're caught up on the rope here. Maybe if you could just step over here. Now then,
Here,
you're,
through all.
you're here. If you could just turn a little bit round to the front. Let the sun at you.
Oh,
A little bit
nee,
better,
nee.
because you're only back from the sun, I think.
I didn't get too much of it though. I'm not one for the sun, but still it was lovely. I met all sorts of weather when I was away for the 7 weeks. I went through summer and autumn and winter, the different places.
What do you remember of your school days then?
It was great. I remember them.
Fun, serious business, was it?
I enjoyed them all. It was great when we got Master Sheridan in, another teacher. Our class, I think, was the first that was with him. That was second class at that time.
Yes, a pity
And-
he wasn't here today.
Yeah. But it was great.
Yeah, well, we were talking to him during the week anyway,
Well,
so
yeah,
we had a
yes.
bit of a chat with him during the week.
And
so
how is he?
He's in very good form. He's in
He's
very
not
good
retired,
He's in good form.
Nice.
You'll probably see it a little bit later on.
Okay.
Now,
yeah.
is it John? No,
Charlie
we
over
no,
at the
Charlie. We talked to John. We were talking to John, I think,
Yeah.
a little bit. Charlie is over here. Charlie, maybe you'll come over.
You have to come in a little bit, Charlie. You'll be out.
No, Charlie. What part of the world are you in?
I'm living in Dublin.
Dublin. You're a bit of a jack, so are you?
Very much so, yeah. Long time now. I'm delighted to be back for this reunion. It's a great get together. Everything seemed to go great and enjoyed it very much.
Does it happen not the school reunion, but the fact that the 7 of you meet, I think, from time to time, though, don't you?
Very often, yeah. Funerals and weddings and all those things.
So this is a special, really. It's something different.
It's something different, yeah. All together again.
And you're enjoying it.
Very good, yeah.
And that's the main thing. Now, who have we left with? One more to go. Yeah, this is
Paddy.
Paddy. How are you, Paddy? Are you going to come out to the front and give us an old bar of a song or anything?
No, I'm not in that way inclined.
You're not in that line of business?
No.
Right.
Well, I'm delighted to be here, really, and I was looking forward to it for a long time. To get together again. We often meet in weddings and funerals and things like that, but this is unique, and I was looking forward to it for a long time.
What about the school days, looking back on them?
Yeah, I remember them quite good, even though we went barefooted a lot of the time. So, they were happy days, really.
That didn't do you any harm, though, going
Not a
barefoot.
bit, no. We're all the better of that. I'd say.
Harden them up,
Harden them up, yes.
You know what the thing came home from school and then I told them about that.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the book.
Oh, no. Well, I don't remember the snow, to be honest. I remember the frosty mornings, all right.
Well, it'd take a while to thaw out. Wouldn't it, Lord?
It did that year too.
Right. Okay, right, we're going to leave it at that because we're running out of time. It's lovely to have you all of you, and it's great to have each and every one of you. Thanks a million for talking to us. Okay?
Right, so.